We will get you the results, though, from here at IRP. Already 13 minutes in and just a handful of laps run under green flag conditions. Jeffrey Stanton has led this race from the drop of the green flag. Pace car is in. Looks like we're going to go back to green flag racing here off of turn number 4. Stanton grabs the loud pedal. He'll be your race leader into turns 1 and 2. This race does also have a 50-minute time limit on it. We're already about 13 minutes in here. Top 5 all going to hold serve off the corner. We're going to slide back, pick up this duel. It's going to continue between Brian Payne and Josh Batista. Payne to the inside, Batista to the outside. Clean pass there. Oh, big up into the outside wall. Contact to the inside. That's going to be the 5 and the 6, Josh Batista and Jim Vig. And they got off the course quick enough and down into the infield grass that we stay under green. Steven Mastro now going to try to look around race leader Jeffrey Stanton to the inside. You wonder if Stanton wasn't anticipating a caution flag there, backing off the throttle just a hair. We've got a new race leader at the line, Steven Mastro. Rich Foreman also going to look to the inside. Oh, Stanton. Fight at the front has started to settle down just a little bit. One of those racetracks where you sort of never know where to look here. Slide back in the field, pick up Steven Spears and Jason Steinhurst. We're working now lap number 16 of 55. Mike Barry going to try to come around Steinhurst down the back straightaway. He'll get that pass completed. Shinsuke Tashima tried to get inside of Steinhurst into turn number 1. Not quite close enough to make that pass work. We'll pick up the race leaders as they come off of turn 4 down the front straightaway. Stanton looking back to the inside of Mastro. Stanton way down to the apron. Almost onto that pit access road. Rich Foreman get a battle with Stanton down the front straightaway now. That inside lane just not having enough speed for Jeffrey Stanton. Rich Foreman, the Rich Foreman photography number 7. Talked to Rich this weekend at the Little 500. Saying his quarterly will hopefully be out in the next week or so. Make sure you check out Rich Foreman photos. Google that one, get to the website. Oh, big wiggle there for Jeffrey Stanton. That's going to let Ryan Sellers come past, and here comes Dan Smith right with him. Smith has to grab the binders just a little bit as we approach halfway. Couple of cars having an incident on the racetrack. No caution flag just yet. We stay green. Kind of interesting to watch the groove move around a little bit here as Foreman working that middle lane way up against the outside safer barrier in turns 1 and 2. Ryan Sellers running a little bit inside of a lane. Foreman going to run that middle groove through 3 and 4. Here comes Dan Smith looking to the inside of Jeffrey Stanton. Not close enough to complete the pass here as the top 5 continue to break away. The lead 1.7 seconds over Derek Love, who runs in the 6th position. Sellers thought about having to go inside of Rich Foreman in turns 1 and 2. Wasn't quite close enough there, but Dan Smith going to fight that same battle with Jeffrey Stanton. Just not quite close enough to try to send it in deep into the corner. You really have to time the pass out incredibly well here at IRP. Oh, trouble for Jeffrey Stanton. He's going to spin down the front straightaway. Gets it wound back into the straight and narrow. What a piece of driving there by Jeffrey Stanton. Get you a look at this one off of turn number 4. You can see the car start to break loose. Quick 360. Jumps back in the loud pedal, and Jeffrey Stanton will continue on. That was a very long green flag run, and tires should be plenty good up to temperature at this point. Now going to be a new battle at the front of the field here. Is kind of interesting. Steven Mastro running way to the inside. That's usually a strategy to try to cool off the tires. Let's give you the rundown of who is currently in and out of the race. Top 16 will be Steven Mastro, Rich Foreman, Ryan Sellers, Dan Smith, Derek Love, the top 5. Ron Quinzel, Brian Payne, Joe Adams, Mike Berthay, Steven Spears, the top 10. Michael Barry, Shinsuke Tashima, Jason Steinhurst, Rusty Cannon, Julian Shadak, and Jeffrey Stanton will round out the field back to the 16th position. Julian Valdez out of the race, completing 14 laps. Jim Vig and Josh Batista completing 13. Zach Evans and Justin Critelli will round out the 21-car field here for tonight's race. Seeing several drivers elect to get way down onto the apron there. Trying to get the heat out of the tires. That's going to be a common thread tonight. You're going to hear a lot about that in the Carolina SimWorks TNT PM18 All Oval Series. Looks like we're going to go at least one more lap under the caution flag here. So let's see if we can't pick up Jeffrey Stanton here one more time. Jeffrey, it looked like the car got a little bit snap loose on you there. Was that just an over temperature on the right rear?
I was just driving it hard way too off. I got tight entry, so I was just driving it a little bit throttle, kind of burning the right rear off a little bit earlier. And I burned it off a little bit too much, so I was just trying to baby it between both because it was just a tick too tight on entry and tick too loose on exit.
All right, bud. Well, good luck the rest. Yeah, good luck the rest of the way. Thank you very much for checking in with us once again here, and going to be getting ready to go back to green flag racing here. You'll see the iRacing safety car dive off down the backstretch. At the front of the field, it's going to be Steven Mastro, Rich Foreman, Ryan Sellers, Dan Smith, Derek Love, your top 5. Fields off at turn number 4. Green flag goes back in the air. Sellers thought about having a peek to the inside of Foreman down the straightaway. Foreman going to run that inside lane, slide up the racetrack just a little bit. Through turns 1 and 2, he's able to hold on to the spot. Slide back in the pack here a little bit. Pick up Mike Berthay, Steven Spears. Great recovery drive for Michael Barry. He's back up to the 10th position. Coming around, Steven Spears that last time through turns 1 and 2. Spears going to try to get back to the inside of Barry. We'll hold on to this fight. It's the closest one on the racetrack right now. Everybody at the front starting to gap themselves out just a little bit as we are just past the halfway point in tonight's feature event. Halfway on laps, halfway on time. 24 minutes in the books here, at least almost halfway on time anyway. There's Jeffrey Stanton making a big move to the inside. He's going to try to come around Mike Barry into turn number 3. That 94 machine is very, very quick, but he's going to have a side-by-side fight ahead of him. 3 wide down the front straightaway. Tell you what, Jeffrey Stanton really making that deep inside corner entry work for him. He's going to do it through 3 and 4 as well. This absolutely feels like a throwback to Thursday Night Thunder when they would smoke the right rears off these cars. Drive them with big fistfuls of steering wheel. Just saw Jim Vig getting back out onto the racetrack. Once he completes a lap, he will overtake Julian Valdez for the 17th position, but he's going to need some help to get any additional laps made up here throughout the course of the race. Pass on the racetrack. Ryan Sellers coming by Rich Foreman for second. We'll get you the Hot Shoe Raceway instant replay on that one. Foreman just running the inside lane. Sellers makes easy work of them as they get through turn number 1. Go back to the live look. We're going to have a fight for the race lead here before too long as Stephen Mastro, Ryan Sellers going to duel off at turn number 2. Sellers almost clips the outside retaining wall on corner exit. Mastro running that higher line. They almost make contact off of turn number 2. Through 3 and 4. Mastro started to slide up the racetrack. Backs out just a hair. That's going to let Mastro hold on to the lead, but Sellers going to come right back to that inside lane in 1 and 2. Good fights throughout the field here, but the best battle on the racetrack's the one for the race lead. Mastro and Sellers continue their duel as they put lap number 38 up onto the scoreboard. Got to be a little bit of a concern for Sellers that running that inside lane, you're going to cook the tires off in a pretty big way, and last thing you want to do is push up the racetrack. Take out the guy you're fighting for the race lead. This fight is a good one as they work into turns 3 and 4. We'll see lap number 40 go up on the board this time. It'll be 16 to go here at Lucas Oil Raceway. Caution on the speedway. Trouble for Mike Berthay. Get you the Hot Shoe Raceway instant replay. See what happened here to the 19. Down on the inside, just lost it on corner exit. Almost saved it. Bounces it off the inside retaining wall. Unfortunately, looks like that car may be too damaged to continue. Yeah, he's going to have to stop and take the tow back into the pit area. As we go back to the live look, it'll be a 15-lap shootout when we go back to green. Stephen Mastro, Ryan Sellers. Don't count out Rich Foreman, Dan Smith, and Derek Love. All three of those drivers among the quickest on the iRacing platform here in the Pavement Sprint car. Immediately at the conclusion of the race, if you're watching on Facebook and YouTube, you're going to have to jump over to the other feed. If you're watching on Twitch, the feed's going to go offline and come right back online. Again, about 60 seconds later, as we get ready for round number 3 of the Carolina SimWorks TNT All Oval PM18 Series. And based on the number of laps that we're going to turn under caution here, it looks like the next flag is going to end, at least our broadcast coverage anyway. If it's a checkered flag, we've got enough time to follow it through to the finish. If we get another caution flag, unfortunately, we are going to have to head on over to the TNT series. But we'll get you the results on this one here just as soon as that race finishes. Currently, it's Stephen Mastro, your race leader. Over Ryan Sellers, Rich Foreman, Dan Smith, Derek Love, the top 5. 6 through 10, Ron Quinzel, Jeffrey Stanton. Fantastic recovery drive for Stanton. Brian Payne, Joe Adams, Steven Spears complete the top 10. Mike Barry, Shinsuke Tashima, Jason Steinhurst, Rusty Cannon, and Julian Shadak. Also, Mike Berthay going to be scored as on the lead lap. Lights are out on the iRacing safety car. Stephen Mastro with Hoosier Tire East on the side of that number 3 sprint car. We're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing right here. Ryan Sellers is going to be all over his back bumper. Dan Smith giving a little bit of a love tap to Rich Foreman. Off of 4. Green flag goes back in the air. We're underway once again. Lap 41 of 55. We've got caution on the speedway. Trouble on the racetrack. That may have actually been Rich Foreman. Get you the Hot Shoe Racewear instant replay here. See what happened to the 7. Just a little bit too heavy on the throttle, and he goes for a wild ride down the front straightaway. Takes the quick tow back to the pits. So with that, unfortunately, we're going to have to jump on over to the TNT PM18 All Oval Series. We'll get you the race results here from Lucas Oil Raceway Park as soon as this race concludes. But coming up next here on the National Racing Network, it is the TNT PM18 All Oval Series. Make sure you don't go away on that one, but for everybody here at the National Racing Network, my name's Chris Graham. We'll be back here in just a minute with the PM18s from USA International.